Yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burt and Bogies, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff.
And welcome back to another episode of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Before we get rolling with our guest on this special episode, we're going to take a quick second and give a shout out to a few sponsors. Matter of fact, there is no guest. We're just going to chop it up here, but we're going to give a shout out to the sponsors first. Starting off with Mulligan Wear. Go check out my guy John over at Mulligan Wear _ on Instagram. Click the link in the bio. It'll take you right to a site where you can find a dope line of hats, hoodies, polos. Just dropped a couple new polos over there, constantly coming out with new gear. Some of the freshest and most affordable gear in the game. Go check them out, Mulligan Wear _ on Instagram. Click the link in the bio. It will take you right to the site. When you're over there, use promo code PUFF10. PUFF10 will save you 10% at checkout. Also, we got our guys over at Back 9 Botanicals, big supporters of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff. Go check out back9botanicals.com. Use promo code TPUFF10. TPUFF10 will save you 10% at checkout on some of the top CBD in the golf world. They have the Moonlight Mulligan, the Tea Time Sunrise, the Birdie Boost. Pretty much something to get you every point of your day. My favorite's the Moonlight Mulligan. The CBN in there really does the trick and gives me a great night's sleep. They also have the Muscle and Joint Stick, which has been great for my shoulders. Been acting up a little bit lately. 5 rounds a week does take a toll. So the Muscle and Joint Stick is also fire, and you can't forget about their drinks. They have the 10 milligram shooters. Go check them out. The strawberry, orange, and the passion fruit. So go check out back9botanicals.com. Use promo code TPUFF10 at checkout. Also, we got Marty at Trouble Off the Tee. Go check out TroubleOffTheTee.com. Use promo code PUFF20, where you can find a dope line of hats from Scratch Golfer, Never Lay Up, I'll Go Alone, Camel Chasing, Golf of America, and much more. Also, don't forget to check out the audiobook available on Spotify and Audible. Author is Marty Midian, narrated by Jake Adams from Country Club Adjacent. Go give this a listen. Use promo code PUFF20 at checkout at TroubleOffTheTee.com. And last but not least, we got Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. They got the 2 milligram mints. These guys really got the game changer for the THC mints, the power, the flow, and the rebound. I highly recommend getting the variety pack where you can find what suits you best. My favorite is the rebound for rest and recovery. So go check out Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Use promo code PUFF and find yourself a special discount over there. But we're going to get right into the recap show here today. We got a special episode, RGB Breaks 80. I had a round today. I was cooking right off the rip. Didn't get off the tee on my first shot of the day, so I just expected it to be a regular day out there. We'll break it down real quick. I shot a 78 today. Had a chance at a 76. I made fun of Bub a couple weeks ago when he broke 80, but I felt the nerves myself out there and the jitters a little bit. But overall, came through with the 78, lowest pitch, putt, and puff round of the season. Bob had the 79 just a few weeks ago. I ended up with 3 birdies, played the par 3s really well. My irons and putting is really what did the trick for me today, to be perfectly honest with you. So I went bogey, par, bogey, birdie, par, bogey, bogey, double, birdie. So I ended up with a 39 on the front. I'll just break it down real quick. First hole, hit one little left, hit my 4 hybrid well, got it up there about 50 yards out. Two putter for safe bogey. Now the second hole is a very tricky hole for me. My irons I've been pulling left quite a bit lately, trying to really work on that and figure it out. I actually I hate to say it, but I have to give a shout out to Grant Horvick or whatever the hell his name is. But I watched one of his videos yesterday on YouTube. I'm not a big YouTube golf instruction guy. I'm really not. But I just happened to come across it. It was, I don't know, my algorithm must have been listening to me, and it popped up on my YouTube yesterday. Some 7-minute video. Let me see what this guy's talking about. And it helped. It really helped me today. Not only with the driver, but just the focus. I had a good focus going today, and our group had a lot of fun. It was me and Charlie. It was great to get Charlie out there. I think second, maybe third time all year for Charlie to get a chance to play with the crew. But it was a vibe, and then we had Bub and Parisi. So I'm going to get into Bub's round in just a minute, but we'll continue here with the group, the RGB round. So second hole, I struggled on the second hole. Like I said, I pulled my irons left. This one I pulled left. I hit it long over the cart path. I have a really tough shot coming back into the second hole. If you've been at Freer Park on the second hole, I'm up past the hole, left side in between the second and third hole. Terrible tee shot. In trouble, but it's a shot that I have to say I've been there before. Very similar shot, kind of knew where I needed it, got a good little bounce off the green, ended myself up with about an 8-foot putt, and the putter was on fire today, and it really paid off. Made that for a par, and there was quite a few putts today I had a birdie on 4 that was probably a 20-footer across the green that I buried. So the putter was doing its thing for me today. Didn't get in much trouble there. Even the driver, honestly, I struggled on Friday. I played Hank. Hank cooked me in our league again on Friday. I'll tell a little bit about that shortly, but I really had the mindset when I came in today just to go out there and just stay mentally focused for the 18 holes, and it was a tough to do today. Definitely down the stretch when I was scoreboard watching a little bit and counting my score, and I was like, damn, I really got a shot today. I said it to Bub at the turn when I had the 39, so I'm going for it. He's like, yeah, man, go for it, but, don't get crazy. And I truly didn't. I didn't look to get greedy anywhere. I had a lot of good shots. I cost myself, I think it was 14. I duffed a chip. It was really the only true mistake that I've made today. Missed, a couple putts here and there, but with the wedges and even really off the tee, the only true mistake I made was on 14 where I had a duff, pulled it a little left and had a great tee shot and struggled a little bit there. But so to round out our scores for the front real quick, like I said, birdies are on my end. I had the 4th hole and the 9th hole just off the green on 9, downhill putt. Putt I've sunk a few times. Knew the read on it. It's really just it's a speed putt. Charlie had once right near me who gave me a pretty decent line to work with, so I just took it from there and ended up burying it. So I went 45 or 39. Parisi went 43, Bub with a 45, and Charlie with a 52. Now, Charlie honestly didn't play bad at all. He got burnt on so many putts out there today. Bub as well. These guys were lipping edges. Parisi was running the ball over the hole, certain putts. Like, it was pretty crazy out there with the greens today. Definitely made a difference in our group on the scorecard for the front. And then we're going to pop over to group 2, which was Kev, Hank, Brad, and JR. Tough round for those guys today. Jay has not been playing his best golf, and I think it's going to be affected when the rankings come out next week. So Kev ended up with a 50 on the front, finished strong with a par on the 9th hole. Hank doing his thing, just consistent, but just keeping it under bogey golf with a 43. Had a really good round going. He double parred the 9th hole, which could have had him right on pace to have that 30. If he pars it, he's looking at a 39 there as well. He did take a birdie on the 5th hole to take some cash there. So shout out to Hank for that. Brad with a 40 on the front. Brad was cooking with gas today. He really was. I'm looking at his card right now, 4-4. So he went par, bogey, bogey, par, par, bogey, 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 par to round out the front 9. I haven't played with Jay in a couple weeks. I'm going to get in a group with Jay next week as long as he's in. See what's up with Jay. I don't know if it's mental focus, just trying to do too much. I haven't played with him to see what's going on. I don't know how he's playing on Friday. So it's been a couple weeks since I've been out there with our guy Jay. Hopefully it's a couple things he can fix, and it's just Just a little hiccup in the mid-season swing here, and he gets it all figured out down the stretch. So yeah, birdies on the front with myself on 4. Hank finished and followed up on the 5th hole, and then I had another one on 9. Like I said, I really didn't find myself in too much trouble, and the trouble I did get in, I luckily got out of really well today, and it showed big time. Rolling into the back 9, I started off with a bogey, hit a bogey on the back. Probably should have made the par putt. Left it a little, pulled it a little bit right, so tap in bogey there. Followed up 11 with a par. Had a little streak here at a par, birdie. Then on 14s where I had that duff, I ended up with a double. 15 followed up with a par. 16 with a par. 17 with a great par. Went a little long on the green. Buried myself another putt on that hole. Like I said, the putter was on fire. Then we get to 18. 18 was a fun hole. I actually played it safe for the first time all season. I grabbed my 7-iron, hit it out there. It was about 125 yards out from the pin. Cut the hole in half. Took my 56, punched it up, a little short, right side on a mound. So this where I was is kind of like Happy Gilmore, just tap it in type putt with the green. I was on a mound. I had to go down a hill, a right to left break, and I was going for it because I was going for a 76. I was not going to leave this thing short. I was going to be a little extra aggressive. I had the line. I just had too much on it, which left me with about a 4-footer coming back for the 77. Like I said, a couple weeks ago, I was laughing at Bub because the guy was literally a nervous wreck out there trying to keep it under 80. And I felt the nerves. I truly did. I did not want to send this putt long. I did not want to walk away with a 79. A 78 or better was in my head at that point, going up to that tee box with the 73. I've had a few good rounds this year early on to where I was scoring good. There was a couple times I had to leave when I had a good score going. There was one round I had a 61 after 15 and I had to go. And it was tough to go, but the responsibilities were in place, so I had to go. This time I knew I had nowhere to go and I was going to finish it out. After I made the par on 17, I truly was like, shit. Today's the day. Let's do it. It's been 2 years since I broke 80. It's the 4th time I've ever broken 80. I've 78 twice and 79 twice. So to get it done, man, it's just a good feeling not to do it in so long. Shows that I can still do it. I had like I said, tough Friday on the golf course to the point where I literally, like after 16, I was ready to go home. I didn't want to be, or at 15, I didn't want to be there anymore. I had a tough hole on 15, blew up the match, blew up the round, everything. Just one, I scolded a shot on the side of the green, and it took my mental focus out. And when I sat down, I was hanging out yesterday, and I was thinking, I just want to play 18 holes of focused, mentally focused golf. And I did a pod on this early in the season and talked about how important the mental focus of the game is. And you let it slip like you do when you're out there with the homies, you're chilling, you're having a good time. Like you do, you let that slip, you got the music going, whatever the case may be. To really lock in for 18 holes is the tough thing. 4 hours, 4.5 hours is a tough thing to do. But today I finally got it done. 39 each side for the 78 with the bird on 13 as well. So 3 birdies on my card. Parisi rounded out our group with a birdie on 18. So he went 43-42 with the 85. Scrounge was on pace to beat that. He had one bad hole of the day, and it was 18 where he ended up with a 7. So he took a 40-45 to round out his 85. Hank came in with the 87 for 4th place today. Then we had Bob with the 93, Jay with a 96. Jay bounced back a little bit on the back, turned that into a 45. Kev with the 99, 49, 50, 49, knocked some of Kev's best golf. When I play with Kev, man, he usually does play pretty well. It's just some of the little things that he's got to work out to really fine tune his game. But Kev's another guy who next week can come out and push his 87, 88, 89. So it's what I expect to see from these guys. A couple bounce back weeks from some of these high scores. Bob hasn't played in 2 weeks. Bob has not been out on the golf course in 2 weeks. I said to Hank on Friday, I said, we're either going to get lights out Bob or we're going to get Bob, who's a little rusty. And he was rusty where I expected him to be. He was rusty around the greens with the iron shots, just the touch, just having that touch of where to put the ball, where to place the ball. Just around the green and a few iron shots. Something he'll get back in a round or two. Nothing to be concerned about. But I'm really like the past couple of weeks looking at the scores, and and seeing where guys are going and the fluctuating in the scores, I think there's going to be a lot of action in these rankings. I really, really do. Some guys might take some major jumps. Some guys might push back a little bit. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see. Let's see. Yeah, so Bub ran out 93, and Charlie, not playing in 6 to 8 weeks, came in with 100. So overall, great day. We had a lot of fun. I'd like to give a shout out to my most recent guest, Dee from MILF Infused. She hooked us up with a wonderful care package. I have to give her a huge shout out. She took care of the Pitch Puff crew, and we had a great time out there today because of it. She hooked us up with some of her infused drinks, her mixers for her drinks, the ones you pour in the bottle of water. I had the cherry and limeade here on the show the other night. Today I got into the Arnold Palmer half and half. We also had some of the Jolly Ranchers, 25 milligram nano infused Jolly Ranchers. Toothpicks. We got the dips going. We had it all. The funniest comment of the day was from one of the guys. Goes, damn, bro, you got me getting stoned off of toothpicks now? And she does, man. She's got everything, and it definitely worked. I know a couple of guys were feeling good from the dips. I'm a huge fan of the dips. I really don't like the tobacco dips. I did back in the day when I was a baseball player and such, but these pouches are lights out. It's a great little buzz. It's nano infused, so it's going to smack you quick, but it's not going to last as long, which is kind of perfect when you're on the golf course because you want to keep that focus. And as I always say, there's a balance and there's a limit. So once you find that limit to where you can get to, we had some of the 10 milligrams. She does offer some 20 milligrams as well. I think the 10 is perfect for the golf course. 20, if you want, you're looking to get a little bit more buzzed up. But if you're looking to just kind of have a nice even keel buzz, the 10s are what you're looking for sure. Yeah, shout out to her. The boys really enjoyed all her products today. Some guys didn't want to get too buzzed up on the course, so they took them home. So we'll be getting a few more reviews. But the reviews I got so far from MILF Infused products are nothing but 5 stars. So shout out to her. She was great on the podcast. We really appreciate her time and her sponsorship to the podcast and the crew this weekend with the drinks, the dips. I mean, these dips are awesome. I still got some of the mints here. I still have the K cup here, the RSO here. So we're not done yet getting through the test run of some of her products, and we will continue to give our honest reviews. That's the thing I'll do here. I'll give you my honest review. Like, I smoked some bud from some of these companies, and it was trash. And on the side, I told them, I was like, listen, this is not something that I'm going to be able to support because I truly I can't stand behind the product. Now, when I'm speaking of the Helium Collective and the Cowboy Lemonade and the DNA and the new Shock Tards, I can stand behind that product. I can stand behind the product so much that I'm actually working with the Helium Collective now as a sales rep because I truly believe in what those guys are doing and the product they offer and how they go about it. It's just a good group of guys, so it's an honor to be working with the Helium Collective. That's a big announcement here on the Pitch Putt and Puff. Straight up teaming up with the Helium now, Helium Collective, to work some sales for them and get the Cowboy Lemonade in the dispensary near you. Stay tuned also because we got some fire shit coming out. Evan's been doing his thing over there behind the scenes. I got a tour of the facility a couple weeks ago. If you're in the Waterford area, you go check out Leafy Peaks. They're down there in Leafy Peaks now. We got some of the 8s in there. Hopefully get some pre-rolls in soon. So in the Waterford area, trying to hit a little bit of a close location. Everybody is the main goal for us. We're not looking to be in every dispensary. We're going to try to plan ourselves accordingly to make sure every area is supported with the Helium Collective. So shout out to those boys. Really excited about joining the team. Shout out to D-MILF as well. Thank you for hooking us up for this weekend. It was great. We really enjoyed all the products. I know the boys were excited, and we'll be putting in some more orders this weekend and going forward. So to shout out the winners of this weekend. All right, so birdie-wise, we had 5 birdies on the card today, which is nice because the past couple of weekends it's only been 1 or 2. 5 birdies on the card. I had 3 on 4, 9, and 13, 2 of the par 3s. Parisi with 1 on 18 and Hank with 1 on 5. So 5 birdies altogether. We split that payout up there. And then the winners, back-to-back weeks for me. This might be 3 weeks in a row for me, to be honest with you. I lost track. But me and Hank taking home the cash again today. So Hank's got he's got quite a few W's this year as well. It's a lot of times it's me, Bub, Hank, Parisi. Kirk's been in the mix a couple times. Brad's been in the mix a couple times. Jay's been in the mix a couple times, as well as Parisi got his first dub. Oh, yeah, Parisi had the dub last week with me, or 2 weeks ago. We had the rain out last week. So been chopping away here. Gonna have a couple banger episodes coming up for you this week, just to let you know who's on the schedule. So this week we got Mikey from the Upstate Golf Guys Conspiracy Cast is going to join us. He's got something going on. He's been working on it, and I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be pretty cool with what he's got planned. But we're going to keep it in the cannabis world this week. We got a Drink Flower beverage. It's a THC beverage that we're going to be having on. We're also going to have PICC, P-I-C-C. They're a local cannabis company here in the New York area. We're going to hear what these guys have to offer. They offer some hash holes. I got a couple samples of those last week. They definitely do the trick. And then we also are going to have on another guest here. Can't find it on the schedule this very second, but we got another one coming up this week. So yeah, you're going to get a couple extras from us. You might get an extra episode of the Pitch Putt and Puff this week, so stay tuned. But yeah, Florida Mike will be back on to talk about what he's cooking up. We will also have on Flower Drinks to talk about some THC drinks, and Puff Packs. Puff Packs is coming on. They have their little joint holders with a lighter case as well, so we'll hear a little bit more about that. Fellow New Yorker as well, so excited to chop it up with him. But yeah, big things coming up for the Pitch Putt and Puff. Going to try to keep this thing flowing for you best we can, and really get these out a lot more consistent for you. My apologies for the delay. The summer's been a little hectic. It's tough scheduling. I got a lot of guests canceling, things popping up and stuff like that. So we'll keep it going here as we can. RGB breaks 80. The crew gets high off of toothpicks. What more do you want from the Pitch Putt and Puff? Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, and share. I also have to mention, go check us out on TikTok. Go check us out on Twitter. Go check us out on Instagram, YouTube. We're everywhere. Facebook. Pitch Putt and Puff crew is now officially everywhere. Really trying to build the Instagram. Just got over 2,400 followers. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. Keep it coming. Let's get to 2,500 and bring it up to 3K by the end of the summer is the goal. I'd like to be there by the end of September. If we can get up to 3K, we'll do a dope little giveaway. I'll see if I can get some of our sponsors to put a little package together, and I'll do a dope little giveaway for 3,000. So appreciate everybody tuning in. I truly do. This is a fun episode, fun day today. Our group had a lot of fun. Me, Charlie, Bub, and Parisi. We were out there. Bob was cooked off of some of the stuff out there today. He truly enjoyed the MILF infused edibles, the gummies, the toothpick. He loved it all. The dips, I'm a big fan of the dips. I think the dips are fantastic, and they hit you just the way you need. So this is episode 250 of the Pitch Putt and Puff recap show, episode 250, August 3rd. August 4th, if you're listening today, 2025. I appreciate all the support we've been getting for the past couple of years. We're going to keep it coming, keeping the podcast rolling for you. Check us out on Wednesday with another episode. Probably dropping a bonus episode here for you this week. And once again, I appreciate everybody tuning in to the Pitch Putt and Puff, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch Putt and Puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burton Bogies, home in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch Putt and Puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discussing the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch Putt and Puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch Putt and Puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for